This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and I thought I'd do another yard walk today. I'm out on the front porch, and I'll just show you what's going on. I have my hanging baskets here, and down below I have herbs down in here, my mother's hostas, and I have to show you Becky's hydrangea. I think it's going to bloom this year. Look how big it's getting. Look how big it's getting. Woohoo! We had a lot of volunteer violets in here, and I pulled them all out so our hostas could breathe. And I planted most of my front porch plants. I have petunias here that are just babies. Get them going here. We had a storm early this morning, so everything's nice and watered. I have moss rose here. I'm gonna come up the front steps here. Have my baskets on the step here. I got the little bird house. Yeah, you'll probably get my shadow a little bird house in there. Yeah, the front porch. Let's come back around this way again. I'll show you I bought some more herbs. I knocked this one planter over when I was planting, and I replenished it. Look at my dill. Look at the dill. It's starting to seed out. I'll get a good view of that. Isn't that cool? It's in the shadow here. Maybe come this way and back a little. I'll have to take a picture of that. I have bought some more rosemary, and I think that's a not a sage, a basil. And this is rosemary. I'm not sure what this is. I guess they're both rose. This is peppermint. Rosemary. I don't know what I did here. I think this is the rosemary. They might both be rosemary, different kinds. I'm not sure. I didn't mark them. My lavender in here is doing nice. I know this is lavender. We got petunias over in this little container. I've got a lot of mulch. I want to mulch around those trees, but I'm kind of waiting until we get edging for it. Let's walk out to the corner plot. I think it was Ali Kay said, Meri, you have to do another yard walk. I worked out here quite a bit yesterday. We had little volunteer trees that grow. I chopped all those down, and I planted over here in the corner. I'm just about done with my planting in here. I've got, come this way. I've got petunias and impatiens and some plants that I didn't have enough planters for on the front porch. So I just stuck them out here. We'll see what happens with them. I'm trying to keep this area all weeded, but when it rains like this, the weeds really tend to grow. But the hostas are doing very nice in there. Yeah. Come around this way. Our hollyhocks are getting ready to bloom. They're going to be pretty this year. Got two big plants and then a little one that's kind of growing out of an older one. Don't know what's going to happen with that. I bought two more hostas over here, and I'm hoping they thrive. My purchased ones from last year didn't thrive the winter. There's some more of those violets that are wild and growing. And my marigolds, I think I'm going to have to come out here and feed these. They're living, but they're not growing big like I expected them to. Could just be the ground. And then I've got a bunch of dusty miller going around the corner here. So it makes a nice corner. I'm not going to put the bird bath out here this year. I'm going to put it closer up to the house. We don't see the birds come out this way as much as we do over in the yard there. So my brother said he built this rock fence. I really like it here, but he was tempted to take it down. I said, no, don't. So let's walk over this way, out to the south side. Keep my brother out of the film here. He's going to sit on the front porch. These are my moss roses here. Some more moss roses here. Some petunia and begonia, same down in there. When I water my sweet potato here, the water drips from here to there. So I water 3 of them. And snapdragons and impatiens. No, begonia, celosia, and impatiens over there in this container over here. Sun's in my eyes, so I can't see. I see I missed. This is what the type of thing I chopped down yesterday. And I got all the others, but I missed the ones by our south door. I'm going to have to get out here tomorrow. It really stormed today, this morning. Marigolds are thriving. Another wild violet back in there. And daffodil. Our daisy here is done for. He's folding up. Plants in there. I think these are zinnias in here. I'm not totally sure what these are. We'll see what comes up. I think this is a tree I need to cut down here. And I'm not sure what this big elephant one is. It just came up. I call it elephant, the big ears. I'm not sure. It just came up. I'm not sure what it is. My mother's rose bush was blooming here. I think it's Teresa said she threw tea and coffee grounds on the rose bush, and I might do that. So come out here to the garden, and this patch all in here, right in here, is my wildflower garden. I know there's a lot of grasses in there. I'm going to let them go until the flowers pop out. Some of them are popping out. I planted another row of corn here. Our beans here, beans there, and the beans right in here at the front did not grow, so I put some basil in there, and we'll see what happens. Over here are peas and my beets. I'm going to have to get those cups out of there now so the beets can grow. Onions, we've already started having onions. And then on the other side of the onions is some okra. But I don't know. They seem to be coming up, and then these grasses grab them. We've got, here is a honeydew and a squash. Over this way, and I can't see because I'm looking right into the sun. Over this way is a volunteer tomato. My brother planted some more plants in there. Let me come around to this. We got radishes. My calla lilies here, and again I'm in the sun so I can't see too well. The calla lily there is thriving. I had some peppermint and I put it here. I'm going to see if I can't get me a little herb growing. My calla lilies were not coming up in that corner, so I put peppermint in there. Here's a calla lily here. I got a poinsettia. I think I'm going to tuck in here and see if it thrives. Another calla lily coming up there. And here again, this area between that calla lily and this one, nothing's growing. So I might put some flowers in there. Calla lily here. And then this is what I want to show you. I keep missing it because of the sun. But I planted the Rose of Sharon there, and calla lily popped up over just right beside it. So I think I'm gonna let the calla lily grow and let them grow together and see what happens. We got a car going by here. We caged up all our tomatoes yesterday. We've got cucumber growing over where these green stakes are. There's some cucumber. This is our sweet corn here. I weeded all in there yesterday. Whew, it's warm out here. This is where I throw all the yard waste. We got some sunflowers that are growing up in there. There's some extra yard dirt. So this is going to be a compost pile. Next spring we're going to pull all that out. So here's the garden from the other side. I'm not sure what you can see because I can't see anything. Got some volunteer onions that looks like they're going to bloom here. So sorry if my shadow gets in the way. This is just the garden from the other side looking out to the yard. They mowed over in this house over here. There's a story about that man over there. He passed away. I don't think anybody real. I think he sat in that house for a couple of weeks before they found him. The peonies are all done here. All done with the peonies. They bloomed. They were so pretty this year, but the rain and the storms get them. And I can see I'm going to have to cut down some more trees here before they get too large. Try to do that this week. Our irises are all done. I got some gladiolas coming up in there. And I'm just walking around the house here. My phone's getting hot. So I'm in the hot sun. This tomato plant is just doing beautifully. Let me walk over on this side. It is really thriving. It's a cherry tomato plant. It's got blooms on it. I'm hoping that I'll get some tomatoes here pretty soon. It's huge. It's huge and it's growing more. It just loves this hot weather. Come around to this side of the house. There's nothing on the north except for, whew, I gotta get in the shade. We have violets growing here on the walk here. And I walk over this way to the front of the house. We've got a ladder here. I'm going to put all these leaves in a compost pile. Got a little frog that hops around in there. And the daffodils are dying back. When they're all died back and dead, we'll be mowing them down. So I'm back to the front here. Back to my lavender plant. My brother's sitting on the front porch, so I'm going to have to keep him out of view. But I'm so happy with how Becky's hydrangea plant is. I think we're going to get a bloom on it. I do think it's going to bloom for us this year. The hostas are so pretty. Now I'm back here to the front porch where I started. So there's my yard walk. I'll do it again when maybe the petunias are popping out, will grow. I think I'm going to have to, whoops, I kicked the tray down there. I think I'm going to have to feed all these plants some Miracle-Gro. So that's about it for today. I will be on tonight, Sunday night, at 6 o'clock Central. See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.